Hey everyone, Presito here, your second favorite Uniswap ape. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering 4 projects actually, 3 of which are launching on Binstarter, which, as the title of the video suggests, I think is a really underrated Launchpad platform. The reason I say this is their past launches have performed insanely well, and I haven't seen many people actually speaking about Binstarter, so I wanted to bring it to everyone's attention, because I think it's got tons of potential and the projects coming up on it look really good, and I think pro gains can be made. So first up, the project I want to cover is not going to be on Binstarter. It's PathDao, which is a project I'm really bullish about. I want to cover this one. It's going to be on Copper launch actually on the 4th of December, as you can see here. So let's have a look at what it's going to be focusing on. It's going to be focusing on building a play-to-earn gaming community, investing in blockchain-based game assets, and creating a platform for innovative blockchain and NFT projects. As you see, it's going to be on Copper launch on the 4th of December at 10 AM UTC. If you don't know what Copper launch is, it's an open, transparent, and user-friendly auction platform for token launches, powered by Balancer liquidity bootstrapping pools. So obviously, getting in auctions, you have to be a bit careful with the price. Usually it starts higher and it goes down and down depending on the amount of sales. So be careful for that. Obviously do your own research. I'll be going over the previous rounds and their locks later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. So now let's go through the PathDao website, see more in depth about what they're all about. Paving the road to the metaverse. It's a community-first, decentralized, well, a DAO that creates value for investors and players in the growing blockchain metaverse in games, socials, and NFTs. We went through the upcoming IDO, Copper launch in 4 days, 19 hours. In terms of their Path token, there's going to be 1 billion total supply, 100% staking, APR at 50% of circulating supply staked. All funds raised during the IDO will be channeled into the treasury, and as it grows through strategic investments, so does the value of the token. In terms of the use of the funds, all the funds committed by PathDao members will be utilized for 3 main purposes: the investment war chest, 10% community building and marketing, 10% for operations, and they're also going to have a DAO where you can vote on different things like investment council election, fund utilization, and subsequent project launches. They're going to be creating a path into the new era of play to earn, and they're going to consistently deliver alpha by being in the frontier of innovation in the blockchain gaming ecosystem. You can see they're going to have play to earn scholarships with profit sharing with players who can't afford the initial capital needed to play games. For example, in Axie Infinity, 70% of the earnings are retained by scholars and 15% by managers and PathDao. They're going to have active game participation, where there's participation in strategic high-yield activities in blockchain games. They're going to have early partnerships with promising games, investment into gaming assets and tokens, for example, in seed rounds, in land, guild, rare items, game tokens, and so on, and deploying NFT projects. So in terms of what they have planned coming up, they've got some really exciting things. They're going to be partnering with fintechs and other institutions, and by doing so, it'll be bringing insurance, microloans, investments, money transfer services to scholars and also the wider play-to-earn community and guilds. And they're going to have Game Launchpad, which is huge. Obviously, that's all the hype right now. So with the support of the wider community and play-to-earn social networks, they're going to offer the Game Launchpad for Metaverse IGOs, and they're also going to be offering marketing support from the in-house content influencers to generate marketing across all social media channels. So that is really big. Obviously, Metaverse IGO platform is going to be huge in my opinion. Not much chat around that part of their product, but that's something to definitely keep an eye on. It could be under the radar. They're also going to have a performance dashboard that's going to include the daily earning of all scholars across all sub-DAOs, accounting, so yield from treasury inflow and outflow of funds, and the latest market value of PathDao. So it's going to be really transparent. You can see everything that's happening. So that's awesome. Here's all their team information and their advisors, which are really huge. Co-founder of Illuvium, Carl from Master Ventures and Paid Network, and so on. I mean, also Prakash from Engine Starter is there. So all looks really good. So how do you join as a scholar in PathDao? You simply just go on the Discord and fill in the application form in the scholarship channel, and done. Simple as that. So next up, let's have a look at how the upside is compared to some other projects and their features. So in terms of the other projects they're comparing to, it's Yield Games, Blackpool, and Merit Circle. PathDao, as you can see, fully diluted market cap is 15 million with circulating 1 million. Compared to the others, obviously you can see it's a lot less, with the fully diluted value of the others being well over $1 billion, and circulating PathDao is a lot cheaper than them. So potential is there for growth. In terms of the numbers, obviously the others have a lot more scholars, but PathDao also has quite a large amount already, considering it just launched. It also offers some features like NFT launch projects, which others don't. And community members, 20,000. That's even a lot more than Blackpool, not much less than the other two. So you can see in terms of potential for growth, it's there, and really a lot of potential there. So now let's have a look at the token release schedules, like I said earlier in the video. So note that the auction is 100% unlocked. So when you're getting those tokens, you get all of them immediately, no matter what price you buy at. And the private investors in Group A have a 6-month cliff. Private in B only get 5% TGE, and private in C get 10% on TGE. Launchpads, 15% on TGE, and all the other rounds, the usual large locks. So you don't have to worry about being dumped on by, for example, private that get a lot at TGE. They'll get really small amounts with long vesting thereafter. So that is something to consider. Obviously, be careful anyways. When buying on auction, you don't want to buy super high and then it goes lower. So just do your own research on that. Overall, PathDao gets a CAC Pro from me. Definitely join their channels if you want to follow them. I think it's got tons of potential, as you saw, compared to some of the competitors, for example. Next up, I want to be covering Binstarter. Like I said earlier, is a really under the radar Launchpad platform, in my opinion. They've had some really successful raises, and I'll be going through one of them. Zuki Moba actually did really well. At one point it was at 100x, and currently it's sitting at about 70 or 80x. You can see the market cap is almost 20 million, and the initial market cap was only 270k. I actually covered this in a video a while ago. So that is obviously amazing gains. It was their last sale, so it really gives a lot of promise to Binstarter as a platform for their future sales. If we go to Binstarter itself on CoinMarketCap, you can see their token price is $3.34. Their listing price was only 30 cents, so it's only up 11x from there. Obviously, private rounds was a lot cheaper, so they're up considerably more. But the growth has been really steady for this token. As you can see, currently all-time high. Not surprised due to the performance that they've been having recently, but I still think it's a lower barrier to entry than some of the other launch pads, and the potential for gains is really huge. Obviously, do your own research. It's at all-time high, so it is a bit risky, but I think it still has a lot of potential, and definitely one to keep an eye on. So now let's cover some of the projects that are going to be coming up on Binstarter. I'm going to be covering 3 of the next ones that are coming up. The first one is Meland, and that's going to be on the 6th of December. Let's go to their website. It's going to be the first learn to earn decentralized gamification platform. So they actually have a little trailer here of how the gameplay is going to look, which I think looks really cool. So let's have a read. Strategy games that expand knowledge, conquer territory by answering their own questions, and create your own world, perfectly breaking down the barrier between games and learning. Explore the new world, use your ideas to create unique works, and you can actually play now. Already it's in alpha. You need to actually sign up for it, but it is alpha, of course, not the completed game, and they've got a really large community. I mean, 94,000 members, which is awesome. Good to see that hype there. So if we go further through their website, you can see their investors here, some really big names. AU21 is a X21, Good Games Guild partnership, which is awesome. Maven Capital, Titan Ventures. That's always reassuring to see such big names, so that's good to see. If we go to the overview, they're going to have 3 main components to their earnings. So they're going to have challenge questions to get rewards and NFTs, create quizzes to get rewards, and you can buy and sell lands, creations, place creations on your land as well. Let's have a look more in detail about the learn to earn feature, which is obviously their main feature and what they're all about. So you're going to have to earn at least 1 NFT to join the Battle of Lands, 1 NFT land, that is. You expand more territories by challenging quizzes. Each correct answer will be rewarded, and if you answer consecutive correct answers, you get more and more rewards. And you can only attack territories next to the ones that you own. You can put your own assets on the territory, and if it's occupied by someone else, you get those returned back to you. And all rewards will have an exchange mechanism with the Meland token, their main token, so you can take that out and swap it for BUSD, for example. They're going to have an in-game reward called Vitamin, Digital Vitamin, and they can be exchanged in two ways. You can conquer more challenges by earning stronger knowledge, but each user will have an energy limit, so you're going to have to balance that limit and make good use of it. And they've got anti-cheating mechanisms, which is really awesome. I actually don't see many of the recent gaming projects focus on anti-cheating, because I think that's going to be really important, especially in play to earn. You don't want people cheating and just winning everything and making insane gains. So got to be careful about that. They have two types of land, ticket land and VIP land, and in-game assets have occupied land, and you can use Meland token to convert occupied land into the ticket land. They're going to have multiplayer real-time online. It's going to support that, so you can play together with friends and so on, which is always good. I love that. So now they have their triple IDO announcement. As you can see, it is going to be on Binstarter, Pools, and BSC Station. Binstarter and BSC Station on the 6th of December, and Pools on the 7th of December. Here's all the information for each one and the links. If you hold the Meland token, you can purchase unique NFTs like the land, skins, and buildings. You can stake and obtain rewards, vote on future DAO proposals, and so on. In terms of the IDO facts, $350,000 is being raised in total between the three platforms at 0.7 cents, with 25% on TGE and 25% for 3 months. So there's quite a lot of allocation between all the platforms. Definitely one worthwhile to check out. More in detail tokenomics, what we have here: initial market cap 262k, which is obviously really tiny. Seed price 0.45 cents, private 0.55 cents, and IDO 0.7 cents. And obviously seed and private have longer locks, so that is all really fair in terms of the tokenomics. So in terms of a rating, I will have to give it a Chos Pro. I really think it's got a ton of potential. Really tiny initial market cap on Binstarter. The next one on Binstarter after such an awesome launch, which was Zukimoba 100x. So I think this has tons of potential to do really well. Definitely join the channels, check them out. Next up, we've got Last Survivor, which IDO also on Binstarter on the 8th of December. If we go to the website, you can see it's going to be a battle royale style game where your main objective obviously is to be the last one alive on the battlefield. Play to earn, obviously, with no barrier to entry, which we'll get to later, but that is always really good. They've got a trailer here, which looks really cool. It kind of gives me vibes of, half Fortnite, half Apex Legends. Obviously, not to the extent of those in terms of graphics, since it's probably catered more to mobile and so on, but it really does look awesome. So you will have the only goal to kill everyone and be the last one alive. Simple as that. In terms of their gameplay features, there's going to be solo, where you just have to beat everyone, be the last one. Duo, same thing, except you have to be the last two alive. Squad, same thing, except squad alive. Custom battles, where you can split into 2 teams and destroy the enemy's base and buildings. So it all looks really cool and has a nice variety, so you don't have to just play on your own, you can play with friends. There's going to be free fighters, which, as I said, in terms of the barrier to entry, it's going to be free to play. You get 1 of 3 fighters, no fee at all, which is awesome. You can still play and interact with all other players. But then you can also upgrade to an elite fighter where you have to buy it, but then you get a unique skill and unique weapons with different gameplay. In terms of the NFT items, here's the different types of items you can buy and sell, such as weapons and skins, and upgrade your fighters, make them look more pro. And this does remind me of Apex Legends a bit in terms of the items, how they look. Really cool. It's going to be NFT lands where you can create the maps like arenas, and DAO community will vote if they want the map, and if you win, it can be rented out and make profit off of that too. It's going to be 2 tokens, LSC and LSG. LSC token, you can earn it through tournaments, NFT markets, special events, staking, user reference, and you can use the token to upgrade fighters, buy chests, buy NFT fighters, NFT items, and so on. The LSG token, you earn it by battling, quests, battle pass, ranking rewards, guild wars, and tournaments, and you can also use it to upgrade your fighters, buy chests, reward to streamers, and betting on matches. Their team is actually quite in depth, quite a big team, strong advisors, and their partners are also really big. They've got Seedify, their Binstarter, Engine Starter, X21, AU21, so that's all really pro. 120 people, 120,000 people in their Telegram, which is huge numbers. Super bullish on that as well. Tokenomics, we can check out here. The vesting, it's private only has 9% on TGE and public 30% on TGE. Simple as that, just the 2 rounds. Public gets 30% and then 70% over 3 months. So that's awesome tokenomics. Private also gets a low percent, but obviously a bit of a cheaper price. We don't see the prices, but you know how it is normally. In terms of their IDO information, the whitelist is currently open. It opened on 22nd of November and it's open until the 7th of December. So it's open for a long time, which I really like, builds a lot of hype for the project. Result is on the 8th of December. And yeah, the link is here if you want to take part in that. Go in more in depth about it. We can see here IDO date as we went through. 8th of December, $110,000 total allocation at 1.5 cents. Initial market cap, 436,000. It's going to be in BUSD, and these are the different tiers for Binstarter if you want to check those out. So overall, I'll give this one a Becas Pro. I would actually give it a Chos Pro if the market cap was lower. It's a bit higher than the others, so obviously the multipliers are not as high potential as Meland, for example, in my opinion, although the project does look really awesome. And with the Binstarter hype, I think it deserves a Becas Pro. Next project I'm going to be covering is Crypto vs Zombies. This is going to be on the 9th of December on Binstarter as well. If we go to the website, see what they're all about. It's going to be a play-to-earn game, obviously, in the ultimate reborn of Crypto Tower Defense vs Zombie. Here's some screenshots of how it's kind of going to look. It's going to be mobile focused. And personally, I really like tower defense games. I've been playing them for a while. I remember I used to play Warcraft 3 tower defense back in the day. So this is really attractive to me. In terms of the gameplay, obviously play to earn and compete to earn. It's ultimate tower defense, which you have to both attack and defend. So you're going to have to defend, obviously, with your towers, but you also have to attack with zombie hordes and destroy their fort. They also have a trailer here of how it's going to look, which is really cool. As you can see, mobile focus, but it does look really fun. Core team, really in-depth team actually, with tons of experience. Always good to see that. With huge investors and partners, I must say the names here are really awesome. X21, IST Labs, Crypto Daku, some big influencers here as well, which is always good. Ferrum Network, Ivers Capital, Magnus Capital. I mean, it's all really promising. It's always good to see that. Also, the Telegram's almost got 40,000 members, so that's growing really well. And if we have a look more in depth about how to earn, so there's going to be seasonal host tournaments where the top winners in the leaderboard will win exclusive tokens airdropped to your wallet. And in addition, they're going to be considering exclusive NFT medals and trophies, which will give sentimental values to the winners. And users will be required to stake, to use CBZ tokens to upgrade your crypto tower defense and zombie offensive to use it to compete in a match. And each match will require users to stake tokens, and the winner will walk away with 80% of the winning stake. In terms of the token utility, if you have the CVZ token, it will give you access to purchase in-game credits to upgrade card decks, crypto towers, and zombie troops, participate in PvP matches, staking and farming as well, to incentivize the holders, of course. In terms of their token info investing, really straightforward. I like how they laid it out for here, all really clear and transparent. Seed round, 1.2 cents, 5% TGE. Private round, 1.5%, 7.5% TGE. Public round, 1.9 cents, 20% TGE. So all really fair tokenomics. Obviously a bit cheaper, seed and private, but you get much less. So public round is awesome. If you get into that, definitely worthwhile. Initial market cap, only 325K, which is really small as well. Tons of room for growth. If we have a look at their IDO information, whitelist from 22nd of November to the 8th of December. IDO date is going to be on the 9th of December. It's going to be on Binstarter and BSC station as well. So all really promising for Crypto vs Zombies. It definitely deserves a Becas Pro from me. So definitely join their channels. Follow Binstarter as well. I think it's a really promising platform to keep an eye on. Obviously do your own research as well. Don't just take my word for it. This is just my opinion. But I think it's got tons of potential, especially with the recent launch. Obviously, it will depend on the crypto market trend as a whole. If the market just goes super bearish, you know, everything is affected and nothing really escapes. Definitely check out PathDao as well, super bullish on that one. And join my channels as well. I'll be posting more announcements about these projects when they have, significant announcements. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.